profitable you are, the more you can try different things on top of that, and the more of a surplus you have in talent, the more you can do good things, good additional things. But like, yeah, I'm probably more people focused on that than kind of.
It's more about management bandwidth. Yeah. We're almost out of time, and I can't believe I haven't gotten back to the most important thing to talk about, which is payments and stablecoins.
Yeah, let's do it.
And your earlier. No. I guess I'm just curious. What got you really excited about Libra and getting into the stablecoin space in 2019? Libra obviously didn't work out. Now we're seeing huge amounts of stablecoin adoption. But I'm just curious, what was your thesis back then?
Well, so I kind of have this view that if you're starting a social app from scratch today, rather than starting it with a feed, I think that's a big thing too. It's sort of evolved into this like algorithmic discovery engine. I think you'd start it off as a messaging platform, and basically the atomic unit is like a one-to-one encrypted message that's like super private and secure. And then you build like really secure ways for people to share all the things that they want on top of that. So like encrypted calls, encrypted location sharing, all this stuff. So it just seems
journalists from The Atlantic. And
like it seems self-evident to me that, again, not gonna take the bait, but it's like you're like journalist level, like trying to get me in trouble here. But it seems sort of self-evident that like being able to pay and send money to people should be a core part of this. And so how that works, whether it's a stable coin or fiat or whatever, is perhaps less important, except that our messaging systems are inherently global. And as you know, sending money to people across lines, country lines, is like surprisingly, crazily difficult, right? So we're like, okay, like we're not a financial services company, but it just seems like this thing is so broken that like someone needs to build a stable coin, and the thing that needs to exist is basically it needs to have a certain amount of scale in order to become a standard. And our take on that was like, all right, maybe we can do that because Meta is a kind of large enough company to kind of build this in a standard, and like WhatsApp is a large enough app that maybe if you get people transacting in that becomes a standard. Honestly, what you're doing makes much more sense than what we were doing. I think these things are very DNA driven, and like you guys are I think the
we
best.
Think about it a lot,
The best, like financial services payments company. Whereas this was a project for us, this is like your whole company is making this thing go well, and your talent density. I mean, just going back to the question we were talking about before, is super deep.